The screen blinked to life with the sound of a notification ping. Cher, the iconic voice of a generation, had just launched a blistering attack on John Kennedy's latest policy post. The tweet, laced with sharp wit and undeniable disdain, immediately began trending. Millions of eyes across the globe were now locked onto a battle between a music legend and a political scion. Some laughed, some groaned, and some, like Kennedy himself, simply paused, taking a deep breath before deciding how to respond. For John Kennedy, politics had always been a careful dance of charm and strategy, a tightrope walk where one misstep could cost him dearly. But this wasn't just any criticism. This was Cher, a woman whose voice had shaped pop culture for decades, calling him out in front of the world. The words stung, not just because of their public nature, but because they carried the weight of cultural authority. Sitting in his home office in Louisiana, Kennedy stared at the screen, a quiet tension settling over him. He could feel the eyes of his constituents, his family, and even strangers on the internet, all waiting for his reaction. And in that silence, a strange calm began to form. John Kennedy wasn't just a politician, he was a storyteller, a man who believed in the power of words to disarm, to connect, to heal. His mind raced as he considered the perfect response. Not an insult. Not a retort. Something entirely unexpected. With deliberate care, he typed, "Cher, I've always admired your courage to speak your truth, even when it shakes the room. I hope one day we can meet, perhaps over a coffee in New Orleans, and talk about what really matters to the people we serve. Until then, keep singing and shaking the world. You do it better than anyone." The reply went live. And then, the internet exploded. Notifications flooded in, retweets soared, and hashtags like #KennedyCharm and #ShareKennedy unexpectedly dominated trending topics. People weren't just commenting, they were marveling at the sheer audacity and elegance of the response. In a world consumed by snark, Kennedy had chosen grace. And the reaction was instantaneous, profound, and deeply emotional. But the story didn't end there. Cher herself saw the message and paused. She read the words, feeling something shift. The fire of critique, the instinct to dismiss, slowly melted into curiosity and perhaps even admiration. A few days later, she tweeted back, "At John Kennedy, I didn't expect this. Maybe coffee is overdue. Let's talk." The internet once again held its collective breath, witnessing a moment where two seemingly irreconcilable worlds, pop culture and politics, found a surprising bridge. For Kennedy, the victory wasn't in the viral fame. It was in the quiet reminder that true influence wasn't about dominating a conversation but elevating it. It was in the realization that charm, when paired with sincerity, could break through cynicism and open doors where anger often slammed them shut. And for Cher, it was